Travel Asia, where we show you what it's like living and traveling in Asia. It's raining right now, but we'll show you how to do Khao San Road like a local. And don't click off, because I promise you this will be the best vlog you'll see on Khao San Road. Now, if you want to do Khao San Road like a local, you first have to get there like a local. You got your subways, motorcycles, and taxis, but the real locals take boats and buses. I'm currently right here at Athit Pier to hop on one of the express boats that will cut right through the notorious traffic congested streets of Bangkok. The fare only costs us 13 baht, which is less than $50 USD. By the way, you might have to get off and make transfers in the middle of your trip, but you cannot get lost as they're generally just one-way trips on a canal. Just make sure to watch your step getting on and off the boats and wear big glasses like us or cover your faces from the bacteria-infested waters. But if you're brave enough to join over the 60,000 locals that use these waterways daily to commute efficiently around town, you'll also be surprised to find some of the most scenic views Bangkok has to offer. Now this certainly beats paying 2-3 times more for that taxi, MRT, BTS, or the motorcycle taxi. We're now at the Pampa Bridge Pier, which is as close to Khao San Road as you can get on these local boats. So we're gonna have to now head out straight to the main road and make a left to catch the buses. Or you can catch the tuk-tuks, but that's what tourists do. Now, if you do want to get to Khao San Road, you have to get to Phra and 4 Pier, but the only way to get there is by purchasing this 200 baht all-day pass, which also includes unlimited rides to all these 7 different locations. But since this is the locals guide, we'll take the bus instead of paying 200 baht in tourist prices. There are 5 buses that will take you there. Look for the ones that has Sanam Luang on the routes and just get on any one of them. The fare was only 6.5 baht, which is less than $0.25 USD, but you could also opt to walk the remaining distance as Khao San Road is not too far away, and with rush hour traffic, it may even be faster. It's straight down the main road, so you really can't get lost, but you can check Google Maps to be sure. Now we missed a stop, and don't worry, that's gonna happen because the bus routes here are just crazy. But you'll be generally in the rough vicinity. Just be on the lookout for this iconic looking roundabout and you cannot go wrong. Now if you pass the Grand Palace, that's when you know you've gone too far, as that's only a few stops away from here as well. Now this is Khao San Road. It is everything I would not consider local, as I hear more English music, Chinese music, and I see far more Indian vendors than anywhere else out here in Thailand. But if you venture a little further off of this main area, you'll find plenty of local sights and eats. This is Athit Road, which is a slightly less touristy road, a minute or 2 away from Khao San Road, but what I consider to be the foodie road here in the Khao San area. And this is Khun Daeng's Vietnamese noodle shop, a popular local restaurant that is my favorite noodle shop here in Khao San Road. And don't let the name fool you, as this sticky noodle is nothing like anything that any of my Vietnamese friends will claim is something that you can get in Vietnam. This is a Vietnamese noodle done in a local way with local prices, as it only costs 45 baht or 55 baht for the large bowl of noodles. And although this place is known for their Thai-style Vietnamese noodles, their grass jelly dessert is also the best we've had and quite affordable for less than $1. Mayu, is it good?
Very chewy. Chewier ever.
This is Karim Roti, also off of Phra Road, and one of the most famous roti joints here in Bangkok. Although roti itself originates from India, anyone who has traveled through Thailand will tell you that this chewy flatbread, usually topped with sweet delicious toppings and fruits, is as synonymous to Thai street food as pad thai. And although you'll find roti shops everywhere on the streets, this shop does it the best, and it's only 40 baht. In addition to their sweet roti variations, you'll find they serve some of the most delicious curries to complement your standard roti. We also really enjoy their fresh passion fruit drink, as the refreshing sour flavor perfectly complements their decadent dessert rotis. Although there's no shortage of busy street-side bars and restaurants in Khao San Road, there are still chill, relaxing, air-conditioned bars where you can wind down and get away from the hustle and bustle of the over-the-top action of Bangkok. We are now here at Dock 13, which is a local bar right next to the Phra Athit Pier. It's a little bit more on the pricier side, but the ambiance is great. It's a really great place to just overall chill and enjoy a relaxing time with a special one or your friends. What's great about this particular pub is its ideal location right next to the Phra Athit Pier that will give you great views of the Chao Phraya River. Come in the evening as the lights on the cruise boats and the bridges create a romantic atmosphere. Just don't come in tank tops and flip-flops, as this is a bar frequented by true locals who drop by after work to socialize with their coworkers or friends, so you might feel uncomfortably underdressed. So they actually offer a pretty decent selection of craft beer, which is actually something that's quite hard to come across in Bangkok. Now what we ordered is the beer flight, which is 4 flights of beer for 400 baht, which is a little over $10. So the one that Mayu recommends is
Heretic.
Heretic, babe.
Heretic.
So Mayu recommends Heretic Brewery's Petite Rouge. That's the girly drink. Now, some of you might call it a night at this point and head back home, but a short 10-15 minute walk down Phra Cement Road and north across the canal on Samsen Road will lead you into this quaint little street across the Nuovo City Hotel, littered with chill, laid-back hostels and a street food joint that only opens in the evening. Now this is Jok Pochana, which is hands down my favorite Thai restaurant here in Khao San Road. There is no shortage of great tasting Thai street food restaurants in the Khaosan area, but maybe it's a combination of their low prices, the fresh ingredients, and Mr. Lek's attention to detail that make Jok Pochana not only my favorite, but the favorite of travelers from all over the world. I highly recommend you try their pad thai, som tam, and crab curry dish. Don't leave yet, because the late evenings are when Khao San Road really comes to life, for better or worse. It would be easier to find an American with a moderate view of gay marriage or abortion than a local who doesn't either love or absolutely loathe the streets of Khao San in the evening with its obnoxious in-your-face atmosphere of its streets, with backpackers drinking away at their alcohol buckets concocted of who knows what, and dancing and stumbling around in their chemically induced states. Even if this isn't your scene, if it's your first time in Thailand, it's definitely worth at least a walk down this gauntlet of deafening music, scorpion vendors, and pushy banner guys and girls wanting your business at their bar to witness humanity in its least cultured state. However, even amidst this chaos of a street, locals like us have our spots. Hidden behind this McDonald's at the end of Khao San Road is a place I like to visit every time I come to Khao San. Alright guys, now I'm at Brick Bar, which is possibly my favorite live band bar here in all of Bangkok, and it's here in Khao San Road. Popular with the local college crowds, Brick Bar is the last bastion of the local Thai bar in the heart of what's turned into a Thai-themed playground for younger Western backpackers on a budget that's losing any resemblance of anything that's actually truly local to Thailand. It's also one of the only bigger local venues here in Bangkok that hasn't sold out to Johnny Walker and offer local whiskeys like Sangsome in small bottles for only about $15 that truly gives this bar that authentic feel. Now I understand there will be foreigners arguing that this is a knockoff of a Western style bar and some truly local expats living out in the northern or southern provinces in rural Thailand that will claim this isn't a real Thai bar. However, it was here in this exact same seat over 3 years ago after my month-long backpacking trips to Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos that I knew Bangkok was where I wanted to call home. I could hear it in the melodies of the Thai rock songs here and see it in the interactions of the younger locals below that Bangkok was a vibrant city full of life, unafraid to embrace the new while still holding on to what they cherish about their culture. The bar was formal enough where I don't feel like a barbarian, but also laid back where I don't feel like I'm being socially measured up and judged by the crowds. As strange as it sounds, Brick Bar embodied everything that was Bangkok, everything that contrasted with my experiences with the countless numbers of other bars I've been to in Southeast Asia, and it convinced me to settle down here without much worry, just as worry-free as those young locals below seem. Full of hopes and dreams for their bright future in this magnificent city, and I'm reminded of that positive energy every time I revisit this special bar in Khaosan. Now this is Rambuttri Street, which runs parallel to Khao San Road. It's a little slower pace, but it has everything you need, such as restaurants, the massage places, and even the street food. Only a few minutes north of Khao San Road and characterized by warm colored lanterns that litter the streets at night, Rambuttri is the mature counterpart to Khao San Road. Not very authentic, but I wouldn't object to having conversations about popular topics such as one's favorite island so far in Thailand over some cool beers. Now before I wrap up the day, it would be irresponsible for me to not mention the best reason I personally recommend new travelers to go to Khao San, and that's if you want to travel to different parts of Thailand on a budget. You'll find no shortage of travel agencies that can arrange for your transport to anywhere in Thailand for $10 to $20. I personally use this agency Welcome Travel, although it seems to always give me the most rundown buses, as getting the best bus seems to be a crap shot anyways, but at least they seem to consistently have the lowest prices, so I feel like I get what I pay for. You can even travel to Cambodia and see Angkor Wat for only a little over $10. But then again, even the locals just pay the extra $10 or so to take the plane instead. Alright guys, so that's it for today. This is Khao San Road. Mayu is actually very mad at me because we took so long covering everything. I know then that's gonna be a good vlog. Whatever the case, I hope you guys subscribe if you haven't, check out our channel, and check back with us next week for more vlogs about living and traveling in Asia. Thanks again guys for checking out the video, and if this is your first time seeing us, head over to our channel and see the wide variety of content we offer, from short vlogs like this as well as in-depth discussion videos about our experiences living in Bangkok and traveling around Asia. I also want to give a special shout out to my patrons, as it's with their support that I'm able to use high-end audio and video equipment to make these videos possible. Whatever the case, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I hope to see you guys next week for more vlogs about living and traveling in Asia. And for the additional segment of today's vlog, it'll be a segment I shot after the Sanam Luang video from a year before, which I couldn't include in that video due to time restraints. But I hope you enjoy our little foodie experience at my favorite Thai street food joint in Bangkok. So we ordered the som tam and this. Okay, smart Alec, how do you pronounce som tam? That sounds exactly like what I said.
Oh yeah? Tried it.
Som tam.
Oh, you have an improvement right after you hear something.
Anyways, it's only 50 baht. It's super cheap. I am not a OG Thai som tam eater, so I don't like it with the raw crab. It's too fishy for me.
This is the crab they never use in Thailand. This is new. I never seen they use for the som tam. This is the shrimp in Japan we use. Even I find in Korean dish.
Alright, I already like what I see. They have a lot of peanuts, this dried shrimp thing instead of fresh shrimp, which would make it less fishy. You know, it's probably because I'm Korean, I have a Korean palate, but this is the best somtam I've had in Thailand. It's not fishy at all. They made it very nutty with a lot of peanuts. Anyways, it's so popular with the Koreans in the forums that they do cater to the Koreans. But what that means is you're gonna get a more westernized flavor, ironic as that might sound. This is a morning glory dish. This is only 10 baht more than the somtam. It was 60 baht. As for the morning glory, God, this might be the best morning glory I've had too. What are these bean things?
This is the thing that use like a soy sauce thing. It's fermented soy sauce thing.
They put a lot of garlic in it, babe. Okay, so next onto the pad thai. I like the presentation too.
I like your pronunciation too.
Okay, smart Alec, how do you pronounce pad thai?
Pad thai. Thai is like Thai.
What, pad thai or pad thai?
When you present like Miss Universe thing from Thailand or something, you have like so much intonation in Thai. So it's funny. I guess the noodle is thinner. Very thinner. And I like the crunchy sprout with a hot pad thai. And a little bit spicy.
Oh my gosh, babe.
Pad thai.
They give you a really nice big shrimp. I've never seen them give me such a big shrimp in pad thai.
If you order in the hotel, they give you the big one. Like
no, but this pad thai is only 80 baht.
80 baht?
It's a reasonable price for such a big prawn. Okay, you really can't mess up pad thai. Pad thai pretty much tastes good, even like 30 baht one that I have at Terminal 21. But what makes this pad thai exceptional is that the ingredients seem very fresh. Like Mayu said, this is super crunchy. It doesn't have that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of bean sprouts. There is this weird aftertaste. Bean sprouts have to be super fresh for it to taste good. This is good. The pad thai, which is thinner here, so I think there's more surface area for the flavors to soak in, and that's why it makes it more tender, succulent, and juicy. I like it. So this is Oswan. This is 150 baht, the most expensive dish so far, but it's still only, what, 5 bucks? Less than 5 bucks, $4. God, all this looks so delicious. It's like torture having to wait for Mayu's reactions before I could eat. Now this was Oswan.
Hot.
Let's try Oswan.
How do you like it?
First of all, I am not a fan of oyster. I don't like oyster. But if it's cooked, it's okay. And it has to be fresh. I don't like the fishy taste. Oh my gosh. No, but this is super juicy. I can taste the sauce. It's not overpowering. I don't feel that there's like a lot of MSG in it or anything. Just the right amount of flavor. And it's wet. It's not like dry. I hate it when the egg is dry. I hate it because I've seen it at the food courts and the omelet is super dry. I don't know why they do that. This is super succulent. If all the Oswan tastes like this, I would order it all the time. Yeah.
Surprised that you like.
I'm surprised I like it too. I hate oysters. I'm gonna just have to wrap it up here because I want to just focus on eating all this because I'm ridiculously hungry and Maya's getting annoyed because she's having to hold it with one hand and only be able to use one hand to eat. So she likes to use 2 hands. We'll see you guys next time. But I highly recommend this place.
That's fast.
Alright, live travel Asia. Awesome. Bye.
Bye.